Hello there, welcome to my video here, which is another tutorial video for setting up cloud computers and virtual computers. This is part of a little series where I'm going to be showing how to set up some cloud computers, and then the last video I'm going to be making will be to show how to set up a virtual computer on your computer itself using a tool called VirtualBox, which is a nice free program. But let's get started here. We're going to kind of review what we've done so far. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Ian Oberdorf. I am a Bachelor's of Science in Computer Information Systems. A little virtual copy of my degree sitting up here because this is a green screen environment. I'm also a member of IEEE Columbus, which is an engineering association. I am the web administrator and the WebEx administrator for their little club. And finally, at the top left corner, that was just a prize I won for doing a little hackathon, which turned into more of a programming thing instead of a hackathon. So let's kind of review what we've done in the past so far. First off, what we had done is we went through making a web server in the Google Cloud platform, which that worked really nicely. No issues there, and I kind of would suggest you probably try this out. It is a great program, so find the video linked in the top corner. And then we also had gone through Amazon and used their EC2 program to make an instance there. We made an Ubuntu instance, which is the one selected, but our instance has been having some problems. Why these problems are occurring, they are catching me. So that's kind of why I'm suggesting right now try the Google Cloud platform. I don't know if Amazon's having issues or if it's probably just the way I did it. It's going to require me to do some research because honestly, with the way I just tried connecting, that should be flawless. There should be no issues going on there. So it's really confusing me because that just hitting connect here, that should have been no issues at all. So Amazon, if you watch this video, get this reviewed because it's a problem. You have a big serious issue there because it shouldn't happen like that. But anyway, now although I'm baffling Amazon right now, and if you see my shirt, it says Hero. And I'm not making this video because I actually worked for Amazon, and I kind of still do, but the problem is me working at Amazon, it wasn't in their computer department. I was actually a driver. And I still kind of am a driver, but currently I'm out of work for now because I had knocked my head the other day, and it's been causing some issues. So yeah. But anyway, let's hop to. This is going to be another AWS thing, another AWS tutorial, but this time we're going to be using what's called Lightsail. Now, Lightsail is for the non-tech savvy people out there. You're gonna have to. This is kind of a great way to start with cloud computing. Although I've been having this issue, so yeah, that's a problem. Now, this whole series of videos focuses on Ubuntu, and in the cloud, the Ubuntu system will work only with a non-GUI environment. Okay, so let's get to work here. Okay, so first thing you're gonna have to do to get connected, you have to go to aws.amazon.com, okay? Now, upon connecting, it'll take you to like a screen. I actually like the design of this web page, okay? It is a nice web page, and once we have it set up here, oh boy, site, okay, there we go. So, once you connect here, you're going to kind of have this screen. Up in the top corner here, it's going to say create an AWS account. That's if you have not created your account yet. So this is most likely what you're going to see. You're going to go to create an AWS account, and you're going to make your account. Now, I already have one. As you saw, we had a console open, which is where you kind of control all your computers. Yeah, something's definitely going on with Amazon because they've been lagging all day. Every time I'm connecting, they're lagging. So Amazon, something is up. Get your stuff reviewed, or else it's probably me. Probably my internet service is slow. But I don't know why Google is working, but you guys are not. So let's you're going to go create your Amazon account. I'm going to go to AWS console. Yeah, you should have this spinning signal. If you don't, then obviously you're having connection issues as well. I don't know if it's probably my internet in my house. There's probably something going down. My internet's slow. Why? Don't ask me, because I have nothing else running in this house other than my audio mixer and my TV and my computer screen here. As you see, we're still lagging. Come on. Fight, Amazon. Fight. Because you guys are going slow. Alright, so something's going down. This is confusing me. It might be because of the holidays, because remember, this is Amazon. And Amazon, what are they? They're one of the biggest retailers ever. They retail online. So, probably, it's the holiday season, so people are, I mean, look at the date. It's 12/18. Probably Amazon's getting hoarded. That might be the problem. Probably due to Amazon getting hoarded, they're running extra slow. But anyway, after you've created your account and you finally get access to your console, because finally, look at this, we have access to my console. Okay. But now that we finally have access, what you can do, you can explore the screen, the AWS management console. This is where you kind of manage all your devices, everything you have access to. And I will tell you, because I haven't said in other videos, both Google and Amazon have a management application available to your phone. And on the phone, you can do some nice stuff. You can kind of see your... you can see like how many instances you have running, or any problems that you have, stuff like that. So that's what's great. Amazon comes with a lot of stuff like game development, Internet of Things tools, analytics, end user computing. I'm not too sure what you do with that, but they got a lot of tools. AR, VR, production, all that stuff. But today, all I need you to look at is under All Services, Compute, Lightsail. Okay? So Lightsail is what we're after. Now, what you're going to do is find this in your console thing. You're going to select that. And this is going to open a whole new page. Okay? Lightsail.aws.amazon.com. Okay? Lightsail is the non-tech savvy environment. Now, you can compare this video to the previous Amazon video that I showed with EC2s, the EC2 instances. You can go inspect that if you want. But this is like less tech savvy. Okay, just put the two videos next to each other. Look at the environments. See how they compare to each other. Other than the fact that they've been really laggy right now, but I blame the fact that everyone's doing their last-minute shopping on Amazon right now. But this should not happen. But if you understand network trafficking, it's a DOS thing. And DOS is a denial of service, meaning it's laggy. Very, very, very laggy. So you can think of this being like a DDoS. Everything's going to run slow. Finally, we have a console opening. So this is your work environment. And as you can see, if you compare this to our previous environment, the EC2 instance, this looks like a child's game. This looks like kids play with this. This ain't for the adults. This is for the children. You can kind of say that. Because honestly, I would suggest kids do this. This is something great. Kids should try this. Otherwise, you're just that, I'm not tech savvy at all type of person, so you try this too. I don't care. So, in Amazon Lightsail, this should be your default screen. As you see, I have no instances running, and that's because all my instances are under EC2. Okay, EC2 is more the tech savvy environment. But I started out with this, okay? I admit I started out with the child's play environment, okay? That's where I started, and then I migrated to the EC2 instances. Because that's where the big boys go. But anyway, instances, containers, databases, networking, storage, snapshots, all this stuff. All you need to do is go to create an instance, okay? Create the instance. That's all you got to do. Next up in create instance, where is your location going to be? You're creating this instance in Virginia, Zone A. Okay? I don't care where it's at. Okay? Just make it somewhere. Select the platform. Now, this series of videos focuses in Ubuntu. Okay? This is all in Ubuntu. Okay? If you want to do a Microsoft Windows, I don't care. And if you select Microsoft Windows, you'll see they primarily just give you a server type environment. Okay? It won't, I don't think it'll load up with anything but the SQL Server installed. Okay? So this primarily, if you're too childish, you don't want to learn how to use the command line type environments, go with a Windows server, okay? But we're focused in Ubuntu, okay? Ubuntu is where our focus is. A great thing about the Lightsail is it comes with two options. You have the OS only, which is where it's only an operating system. Nothing's preloaded for you. You plan to do all that on your own. Otherwise, you can choose apps and OS. You could choose to have WordPress already preset. You can choose to have WordPress multi-site already preset. So no headache for you to figure out how do I get all this stuff set up. You can have a LAMP setup, and that's more if you're making a web server that you completely control. That's if you're not using WordPress at all. This is where you're using your own pure code, okay? Advanced web development, LAMP PHP. Node, making JavaScript applications. Joomla, I don't know what that is. Magneto, Mean, Drupal, all this crazy stuff, okay? cPanel, okay, that's something else. But anyway, this tutorial is as if you're not downloading anything. I mean, if I was to do this right now, I'd probably make a WordPress multi-site because my WordPress ain't working properly at the moment. I'm trying to figure it out. But anyway, select the blueprint. We're going OS only. In this case, like I said, we are only focused in Ubuntu. You could choose one of these other options if you wish, but we're focused only in Ubuntu in my tutorials at the moment, okay? So, in this case, I'm going to select the Ubuntu 204, okay? 2004. You can go with 1804 or the 1604. I don't care. You can do either of those. Primarily, we're focused in Ubuntu today. So, just select your instance, okay? Scroll down some more. A launch script. This is, I have a specific script that I want to use to make my stuff run, okay? That's what you do. Okay, SSH key pair. That's, you're using the default key pair for connecting to your instance. So that's making a key pair. They will generate that for you. Just leave that alone. That's if I already have key pairs that I want to use. Yeah, I think you have to upload one in order for that to work. Automatic snapshots, create a backup image, blah, blah, blah. Enable automatic snapshots. All right, choose your instance plan. Okay, now this is where it gets kind of crazy. This is where you're trying to choose how big do you want your instance to be. Now, this area is a lot smaller than if you went with EC2. EC2, you have a lot more options, okay? In this, you don't have as many options, okay? You primarily have a base price. Meanwhile, in EC2, you kind of have to do research on how much your instances would cost if you went with specific instances. Primarily choose the instance that meets your needs, okay? So do you need an 8 gigabit environment with 2-core CPU with 168 gigabits of solid-state drive space? Do you need 5 terabytes of memory? 5 terabytes of storage, not memory. Primarily, just go with this first one because we're experimenting, okay? I'm going to delete this environment anyway, so just select your environment, first month free. Next up, identify your instance, okay? What are you going to call your instance? By default, it should give you the title of Ubuntu. Ubuntu 1, primarily. Just erase the 1. If you're going to have multiples, I believe you change this to 2, and it's going to create multiple instances. Key tags, I don't care for those. Key value tags, don't care for those. That's more if you're creating a specific type of, if you're going to have multiple servers, that's where you kind of want to create key tags, okay? Once you've gone through all this, you've selected all your setups, the basics. As you see, if you go to the previous video that I made, you will see me doing a lot more. This is child's play right now, okay? This is nothing. We're doing so much easy stuff, okay? Originally in that other environment, you saw me flicking with everything. I was messing with everything. All these tags will do is they're just going to change the order of how the instances are set up, okay? So, just go with what option fits you. All right, once you have all that done, create the instance, okay? That simple. It's the easiest option. And then look at this. Instance is set up, but it's not available yet, okay? That's because this is trying to do its whole startup process. It's trying to fill out all the documents. Amazon created a script to where when a virtual machine gets created in their cloud network, this script will run to make sure that the cloud server gets set up without you having to go in and set it up like it's a brand new machine, okay? It'll automatically capture what is the computer called and make that be the username. It'll do all kinds of stuff, making it easy on you. They try to make it so you don't have to do all this setup stuff. In the next video I make, I'm planning to make a video showing you how to set up a Ubuntu environment on your personal computer rather than making one in the cloud. And it'll make you think twice before doing a installation in your computer. Rather than making a virtual machine in your computer, it'll make you think twice. So as we see at the moment, this is still not available. We can click here and you can choose manage, and that's going to open up its fax tab saying connect using SSH. Apparently, oh, it's ready. We can connect, but we're not doing that yet. We're going to explore our settings here, okay? We're going to go back. You got instances, containers. That's saying like a set of computers. Databases. Do we have any databases? No. Networking. Okay, what ports do we want to have open? How's our stuff loaded? Blah, blah, blah. That's for advanced users, which most likely are not. Storage. This is like all our storage disks. I can create another disk and have, because probably this 12 gigabit storage block isn't enough. I need a full terabyte. I go to create disk, I make another one, and then I attach it to that server that's running. This is the data disk that is in this instance, okay? Snapshots. Okay, so this is like the saved storage page, okay? So there's a snapshot here, so say my computer jacked up, okay? Say I need to go back to an earlier date. That's what this is, okay? I jacked up on a command. I'm like, oh, dang, how do I undo this? I can just choose the snapshot, make that be my snapshot. It'll reset the computer back to that time. That's what's awesome. Okay? But anyway, to the instances. This, I believe, opens a control panel. Oh, is that the terminal? Oh, this is how we open the SSH page, actually. Now, most likely this is going to fail right now because, like I said, I displayed to you, too, earlier. The Amazon instances are jacking up right now. Why? I have no idea. My Windows server, it's running fine. But for some reason, the stuff's not working. It's like, why? Why, Amazon? Why is my stuff not working? Before, I used to just be able to do this. I don't know if they put some new security in place, but it's not letting me connect properly. The CIA triad. For some reason, that A is not working. If you don't know the CIA triad, compatibility, integrity, availability. Is it compatible? Is it integrity, availability. Okay, so is it working? Okay, so the 3 spots, that's primarily being managed, connect, stop and reboot. That's saying like I'm shutting down my computer. Reboot, that's being like I'm starting the computer up again. Okay, just go to manage. Got all this facts. Storage, that's saying what storage disk do we have connected. I showed you one earlier. Metrics, okay, how's the computer running? Is it sustainable? How's the capacity? So how much storage does it have? Networking, that's where we open our ports and stuff. So SSH port 22, port 80 is the web server factor. Snapshots. We can create a snapshot. That's just saying where it's at today or at the moment. We create tags still. History. What happened? Okay, it was created on this date. Delete. That's if you want to get rid of the instance. Okay. Connecting. We're going to connect using SSH again. See if this works. Okay, because it has not been working lately. I don't know why. That should be a simple click and connect, but for some reason it has not been working. See, look at this. Site cannot be connected. It's as if it's lagging. Check if there's a typo in Lightsail. The spelling is connect. Try running Windows network diagnostics. Let's see. Let's just have fun with network diagnostics. Let's see how fast our network is. Look for problems in web connectivity. In fact, let's do this. Ookla speed test. Ookla speed test. Okay, we're going to do this. Speed test by Ookla. How slow is my internet? In fact, you know what? No. Let's just see the Yep, see how fast that loaded? What's going on? That's Amazon shouldn't take this long to load. See, can't identify the problem. Reload, connecting to your instance. The problem I'm targeting right now is due to Amazon. I believe their instances just aren't working properly at the moment, and most likely because of holiday shopping. So, but anyway, we created an instance, and you saw how fast it was. Go look at my other videos. You'll see how long it took me to create an instance. That instance did not start up that fast. So that's where it's like, wow. Amazon Lightsail is fast, although it is still having the same flaws as the other instance. Uh-oh, what do we have? Hey, we got something. Look at that. So look at this. We have a connection now. Connection has been made. Now, if you pay attention here, if you go look back at the Google one we did, these links were connectable. Like you were able to click on these, but apparently not. It's not working here. So, if you finally are able to establish a good connection, which apparently we finally did, hooray, 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 hooray. Then first things we need to do, we need to run some commands. First off, let's just make sure our server is running properly. I'm going to have to give you the monitor only. So, first thing to do, ls. What is ls? That's just saying, okay, we're in a file. Okay, we're in the home directory, so let's do cd space / that's going to take us to the root directory. ls. Look at that. We are in a server. We'll do cd home. Let's see if we got directories made. ls. Yes, the Ubuntu user is created. cd Ubuntu. Okay? Enter. ls. We are back in the Ubuntu directory. Okay? The main way to know that is you got to look at the left here. There's this thing called the tilde sitting here. So a tilde, that is sitting right above your tab key, and it's used a lot in this stuff. So if I go cd / takes me to the root, cd space tilde takes me back to where I am. Okay, so let's I'm gonna clear. Now the first thing you should always do whenever you set up an Ubuntu environment, you should always do these commands, okay? So, we go sudo apt -get space update, okay? I was going to do a series of updates. It's going to update stuff that's already built, that's set up in your computer, okay? Give it a few seconds. Once it's done, it'll give you an ID, or it'll tell you. Reading packaging list. Okay, so we're done. Now, next thing, sudo apt -get upgrade. Now, you have an option here, okay? If you do a space -y, it'll skip this little question that it's going to ask you, okay? You could do the space -y, okay? I'm going to just show you why you want to do this real fast by not having it. I hit enter. Now, you see where it says this question? It won't do that if you add that space -y, okay? So if you add the space -y, that question will not appear. It'll take a few seconds. So, why do we want these commands? Because it's kind of like updating your Windows computer. You got the automatic upgrades in Windows. That's kind of what this is doing. This is kind of being your upgrader. It's just gonna give your computer an update. Okay, so it's a very important thing to run. So make sure you run it. It just helps your computer run. Okay, that's all it is. It's kind of just make sure everything is up to date. It's going through everything that is in a certain file and just saying like, oh, are you good? Do you need to be upgraded? No. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. You need to be upgraded? No. Okay, I'm going to I'm going to go to this one, upgrade, blah, blah, blah. It's just going to keep going and upgrading everything. So once this finishes, we're going to move on, and we're going to kind of do some little tests. We are way above schedule, because in the previous videos I've been making, we weren't even this close to being done. We were still in the process of getting the computer initialized. So that's where Lightsail comes handy, because it's a lot faster, but you just don't have as much control as you do in the other environments. The other environments, you have way more control. EC2 and E2. E2 is Google, EC2 is Amazon. Yeah, you have more control in those environments than you do in Lightsail. But as you see, okay, so we're done now. So I'm gonna go back to this view. Once we have this done, we need to create some users, okay? Because the Ubuntu username, it's not too good if you're going to connect in other ways. That's kind of your root user. The best thing to do is create users, okay? So add user, and then give your name. We're going to add user Ian Oberdorf. Okay, enter. Add user, only root may add user. Okay. So sudo add user Ian Oberdorf. Okay, enter. New password. Okay, retype password. Change the user information for Ian Oberdorf. Enter the new value, or press enter for the default. So full name. Okay, my room number, we're going to go with room 0, because I'm just the default office. Work phone. Oops. Alright, that's just a workplace that I help out at. Honestly, don't call this number, because it is a working number, I'm sure. It's just like a guesstimated number. I'm sure this is a working number. Don't disturb them. Okay, please don't call them. Okay, other phone or other information. I believe that's saying like other phone, honestly, but other we'll call it admin. We'll say admin, just so we know that that's the admin. Okay, review the information. Does it all look correct? If we hit no, then we're gonna have to go through it all again. If it's yes, we hit yes. Okay, we're good. Switch user, or hold on. Now here's the thing, because this is like my private account, and I want this Ubuntu account to be separate. I want this private account to be able to access the sudo commands, okay? So sudo commands, that's the super user commands, okay? That means like I have administrative control. So make user sudo in Ubuntu. How to add user sudoers, okay? Now, you'd think I probably had this in the back of my head, but honestly, it's been a long, long time for me, okay? I haven't really messed with this stuff for a while. So, the web is a great tool to have. Try using it. See, look at this. It's like I'm guessing it's my internet that's the slow one. I really need to get me some better internet. But, I mean, hey, probably people are just out there buying everything right now. So, I mean, this video might be in live stream, so that's a big benefit. But I mean, I would expect if this was being live streamed right now, God only knows where I'd be. Okay, so probably this site's not working or something else. Linux eyes, how to add user to sudoers. Okay, there we go. Look at that. That popped up so fast. Sudo is command, blah blah blah. The second option. Okay, so in this article will show you how to do this. Blah blah blah. Adding user to sudo group. Okay, sudo prompt, blah, 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 we're assuming no. Okay, user mod, ag sudo username. You can change, to add user to the group, run the command below as root or another sudo user. Make sure you change username with the name of the user you want to grant permissions to. Okay, so sudo who am I, that's going to tell you who the user is, okay? Output, root, blah, blah, blah. To ensure the user has sudo privileges, run the who am I command. So, let's go ahead and use the user mod space dash ag sudo username. Okay, so we're going to go back to our environment. Whoops. There it is. Okay. So user mod. Let's do this. I'm going to put this here, put this here. There we go. Just so I could see, okay? And I'm going to make it so you can see. So we're going to go sudo user mod space dash ag sudo inobdorf. You got to make sure that you type this perfectly because Ubuntu and other Linux environments, they are case sensitive, okay? Meanwhile, in Windows, it'll figure out, okay, so it's actually this guy who's typing. It's not someone else. So it'll figure out who you're really typing in Windows, but this, no. Once we're done, okay, it's done. So now we can switch user to the, to me. Okay. To run the command as administrator, user root, use sudo command. Okay, so let's do this who am I thing. Who am I? I am Ian Oberdorf. Okay. So apparently the who am I ain't doing nothing. Let's do sudo who am I. Perfect. Apparently that's awesome. Look at that. We became the root. So that's just some commands to get you set up, and big benefits to use with the sudo. We could go, let me change my directory. We're going to go to the user's environment. Okay, so this should be my user environment. Let me see if we can do dir. No. Is it directory or... let's just do ls. cd space period. Okay, ls. So yep, we got an environment for me made already, so we could go cd Ian Oberdorf, enter ls. Nothing's here. So let's create a file just to make sure we got the sudo commands good. We'll do sudo nano, and we're going to type in HTML. We'll do test.html. Okay. Sudo nano test HTML. Okay, we're going to make an HTML document. Okay, we're going to do HTML. Space /HTML. Alright, next we got the head. /head. Then we got the body. Alright, and then we're going to do h1, oops, h1 /h1, and then we will type in hello world. Alright, we're going to save that by hitting Control X, and yes, enter. Alright, we'll clear because I don't know why that's still showing. ls, enter. So you see test.html. Let's read it by using the cat command. Cat test.html, hit enter, and there's our document. So we have a written document. So you kind of got some fun. You kind of got to learn a little bit in how to use your commands. But so apparently the Lightsail was working. I don't know why the other environment wasn't working. So let's try reconnecting, see if it's just the speed of the internet or what it is. Okay, so we're going to try to reconnect to our Lightsail environment now. Connect using SSH. We'll see if this properly connects or if it fails again. Because if it fails, I'm going to rule that there's some internet speed issues. I don't know if it's my internet speed or if it's their internet speed. I don't feel like doing the research right now because it can take some time and work and patience. Alright. We're not going to do it. Well, anyway, let's I said we're gonna end this video pretty much, and we're gonna do our quick recap. In this video, we kind of learned how to set up an EC2 instance, or not an EC2 instance, I'm sorry, an Amazon Lightsail instance, which is almost like an EC2 instance, except it's more child's play compared to EC2. EC2 kind of being pretty different than this environment, because this environment makes it like a, it kind of doesn't have as many facts, like it doesn't have, like each instance pretty much has special networking tools and stuff. So honestly, Lightsail I would suggest for beginners. If you want to get really deep in the Amazon cloud and learn better, then I suggest you try watching the EC2 video, which should be appearing up in the top corner. But otherwise, to learn some more computer stuff, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and make sure you watch this entire series to figure out what is the best tool for you to use to experiment with Ubuntu. This is all part of a video series. It is to learn Ubuntu cloud stuff, and also to learn how to. It's primarily virtual computers. Okay, this is primarily Ubuntu virtual computers. I will not be making any videos on how to create a computer on your computer. Like, I'm not going to be teaching you how to make a full, like, take an old desktop or something and turn it into an Ubuntu server. We're only learning basic Ubuntu, okay? So thank you for watching this video tutorial. Be sure to subscribe. Once again, I'm Ian Oberdorf. Thank you, and good night.